I've got a lovely bunch of dinosaur eggs. Here they are, all sitting in a group. A Dryosaur and Kylosaur, enough to fill up a nest. Leave it a torch, and one of the hordes, Zilla is the best. Bye bye.
Hey everybody, it's the Link Zilla here, and welcome back to another Kaijerica Minecraft update, or Minecraft Kaijerica update. Yes, hello Sheila, hello Butch. Anyway, I'm just hanging out here, basically checking on my animals and whatnot, so, hold on, let me get back in the first person. So, I was basically wondering how exactly it is that I'm going to do this, so I don't know. Maybe if I ever decide to open up this world to let people tour it, I've basically figured that maybe I could come up with some kind of ride that would basically take, I don't know, visitors throughout the perimeter of this place, or maybe even through it so they could get a look at the dinosaurs, kind of not exactly up close, but basically close enough to be safe in order to basically see all the various dinosaurs that are alive and interacting out here in this habitat that I've made for them. But then I basically kept wondering that I've given all this space to the herbivores, and they seem relatively happier with it. But what exactly am I going to do with the carnivores over here? Now, basically speaking, I'd say that because I have tamed the Liopleurodon and the Mosasaur, I don't have anything to necessarily fear from them. But still, I don't necessarily want to. I think that basically they're ultimately okay, so I'm thinking that maybe I might move the Liopleurodon into here, and then I might basically give the Mosasaur free range of this river right here, and then maybe I'll see about doing something about the walls of the river here, maybe basically clearing out an underground portion, and replacing it with glass so that people can look and gawk at the Mosasaur. But what I'm worried about is the fact that I've studied the Mosasaur on another map, having released it into the ocean, and the Mosasaur just tends to stay at the bottom of whatever respective body of water that they're in, and they barely even move, they barely even interact, and I don't know, that's kind of boring if you ask me. I just don't know what to do with that big girl. And basically I need to friggin' figure out what I'm going to do about this grass growing underneath the river. But anyways, so basically as I was watching other Minecraft YouTubers trying to get inspiration for what I'm going to do, and hey, did the brachiosaurs eat that tree on the way out? I don't know. I basically thought up an idea to where if I basically am going to want to use all this space for all my machines and whatnot, I basically am still going to want to basically keep my carnivores separated from the herbivores, but I also want to have an easy ability for me and guests and visitors to come see them. So here's what I'm thinking that I'm going to do. I'm thinking that basically I think at this center line of the park, I'm going to basically start building downward. I'm going to excavate out this entire area, just basically plowing down the mountain. Then I'm going to change up the biomes to be something more tropical, like a jungle over there. And then basically, I'm still going to make enclosures, kind of like these for the big predators, but they're basically going to be much larger than what they currently are, like the Dilophosaurs and the Raptors, the Deinonychus, and they're going to have so much more room to play around in. And basically with the Allosaurs, I think that I'm going to copy this grotto, this lagoon here with MC Edit, and basically paste it wherever I decide to put the new Allosaurs in their new enclosure. So everything should basically work out good. That way visitors that basically can walk this path, or maybe even take a ride or something on a minecart. They can basically just go down here and they can see all the various dinosaur pens on either side. See the Tyrannosaur, they can see whatever I decide to put on over here. Probably going to end up doing this from like smallest to biggest, or who knows? Maybe I might work it to where the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex are kept as far away from each other as possible. So I just don't know at the moment. So I basically just wanted to let you guys know that that's pretty much what my plans are going to be from here on in, and so I might as well start to get digging. But I think first, if I am going to basically start moving animals around, I might as well do it now. Hello, magical Lyopleurodon. Uh-oh. And splashdown. Welcome to your new home, girl. Hope you like it here. Yeah, eventually you should have some sturgeon spawning in, but you know what? I basically am kind of bored and want to see some action, so starting to think that this might have been a bad idea, because I basically tested one of these Lyopleurodons on a different map and found that they can actually attack cows and pigs that are actually on the shore if they get close enough. So, yeah, don't exactly want Sheila and Butch getting that close. It's a fish bush, Butch. It's a fish. It's not going to hurt you. Right, now that we've got the Lyopleurodon, let's get the Mosasaur. And I'm pretty sure that it takes a skull stick to be commanded. Okay, there you are. The flying Mosasaur. You know, I actually recently just saw the Battle at Big Rock short film, the Jurassic World promotion thing, and basically, I have a lot of thoughts on it. I think that I might end up like doing a reaction video to it. Well, not a reaction video, but more like a response video to it because I feel like there's a lot that can be said about it. Anyway, welcome to your new home, girl. It's a bit big, although quite frankly, to you, with you here, it actually kind of looks small. Yep, I guarantee that this is probably where you'll be spending most of your days, just sitting here like the lump that you are. But, I mean, you're always welcome to move around if you feel like it. And you are actually quite hungry, so maybe you might actually eat something if I bring it to you. Anyway, I'm basically gonna, I guess, get to work on, well, digging, because it's pretty much the only thing that I can do at this point. I'm going to try and make the most out of all of this area that I have around me. Okay, I really don't like it when Rexy does that, but anyways, I'll talk to you guys once I've made progress. No idea how long that's going to take. And I just got to be careful because I know that Rodan is in that direction. Oh well, nothing else I can do about it.
Surprise, everybody! Haha, if you're hearing me correctly, yep, the audio quality should be coming in far better than it has been as of late, and that's because after the extreme boredom of not being able to record anything, after the extreme boredom of not being able to record any videos or upcoming projects that I have for my YouTube channel, I was just going completely stir crazy here in my apartment during my time off from school and work, and I realized that I had to get myself a new headset, as well as some other equipment that I'm going to be using for playing games in the future. So, yep, I've got myself a new headset. It arrived within just a few days, thank you Amazon Prime, and now I am back making more videos, which is going to be great, but, so, let's basically get on with it, shall we? Right, as you guys can see here, I didn't go about excavating the mountain like I said that I was going to do the last time that basically we had a video together, because, well, this is going to be a massive project and I still have no idea what exactly I'm going to do, how exactly I'm going to plan it out, but I have gotten a few ideas that I do think that I want to experiment with. However, if we look over here across the river, as you can see, I did go about setting up the prehistoric palm trees, and as you can see, I have completely lined the entire river of the animal park with these prehistoric trees, and it really took a long time, and it took like a lot of wood and even more prehistoric leaves. I decided to throw in some vines on there to give it a more kind of like just to get that kind of aesthetic feel, the tropical atmosphere. And basically the idea that I imagined is that basically visitors would pretty much like take a boat ride, kind of like the Orlando and Hollywood tours. They would basically like be in a boat, they would basically like see the trees here, they would pass near the vines and whatnot, and then as everything comes more into view, you would see dinosaurs through there. And, well, the illusion is kind of broken since you could clearly see the brachiosaur all the way back there, but I don't know, you work with what you got. So, but either way, I am going to have to bring this mountain down eventually, so I think I'll go about, like, start chiseling away at it. I don't know. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys once I've actually made progress on something. Okay, we are back, and it is 12 hours later, and as you can see, I have successfully excavated this entire flippin' area. Every single bit of stone and ore that's not in the floor has been harvested. Now, a lot of you might be noticing that there are still floating blocks of stone flying around and the flying snow up in the sky. Just ignore that for right now. But anyways, the thing about these stones is that really the video is basically acting all twitchy when I literally just started recording. Man, I need to figure out OBS better. But anyways, basically, like, the reason that there are all these stones still peppered about the area is because these things aren't your average stone. They are infested stones. I think that that's the term that Minecraft is using for them, because back in the old days, or at least in this version of Minecraft, these are monster eggs. Basically, you crack open these things and a silverfish comes out, and that was actually surprising because I forgot that there was an update in which silverfish were basically allowed to spawn inside mountain regions. I thought that they only ever spawned in strongholds, which reminds me is that I'm going to have to go looking for a stronghold in one of these episodes, because I really like to get to the end. I'd like to kill the Ender Dragon, and just, then I'd basically like to go after the Wither, because, I mean, after killing Godzilla, King Kong, and King Ghidorah, the bosses that are in the official game, they're going to be cakewalk. But then, basically, like, there are other things I'm going to have to do with the Nether and whatnot, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Effectively speaking, this was a lot of work that took a lot of time and dedication, and I'm so glad that I was able to actually get to it, because, like, there were other things that I had to do today, between, like, writing up some papers and whatnot, and basically, like, average homework stuff, but also making another video on another topic that you guys might end up seeing in my videos, but you might not, so... But anyways, yeah, basically, like, I basically, like, set it at the edge of the boundary right here, but this basically is only half done, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the river all the way out here and clear away this section of this spruce forest, also taking down these mountains right here, in order to basically expand Jurassic Park outward, and all of this is going to become carnivore caverns. Yep. So basically, like, pretty much I think that this will lend itself to my ideas rather nicely. I do like that, basically, like, I was able to keep the curve of the river. So basically, once basically all this is, like, built and everything, I'm just going to kind of copy what I did with the Allosaur pens and kind of have the water cascading down in a series of waterfalls and pools until it collects down here in a kind of, like, underground river. So, anyways, that's going to be good. And another thing that basically benefited me from doing this project was the fact that I managed to find this. Now, basically, underneath this tree is a dungeon, and it has a mob spawner down there. I'm pretty sure that it's a skeleton spawner. I actually didn't stick around to look all that much, because I just wanted to get back to building it, but anyways, there's a spawner down there in the dungeon, and this is going to be good because it's something that that I haven't really needed, but have wanted for a long time, and I realize that if I'm going to be building all these machines with, like, item sorters and whatnot, I'm going to need experience so that I can name the items that don't get flushed through the system. So, I'm going to need to build a harvester that's going to basically kind of give me the option of, well, of basically harvesting experience points. The only problem is that this is basically going to be in the center of my dinosaur park, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what I'm going to be able to do about that. So, basically speaking, if this is going to be the central line for the entire park right here, then basically speaking, I could have a road that comes out here, and I could build the machine, and I could encase it in a building that's basically just going to be situated right here, as maybe kind of pawn it off as like a tourist attraction. I don't know. Basically kind of like just basically work with the idea. So, anyways, that is just basically incredible, and this is what I've been doing for the last 12 hours or so, and kind of wish that I had done more with my Saturday, but what you gonna do? Minecraft is either it's either gonna occupy 100% of your time or 0% of your time. I learned that the hard way back when I basically, like, still made comics on DeviantArt. But anyways, I'll get to the process of basically, like, clearing out the rest of Carnivore Caverns, decorating it, deciding how I'm going to separate all my carnivores and whatnot, basically making sure that I have adequate enclosures to keep the animals separated, but to also basically, like, give them enough room and to keep certain animals from getting out. So, I'll basically, like, let you guys know, and I mean, it's going to take a lot of work, and I have no idea what I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. All I know for sure is that I'm just going to do it because I gotta do it. So, anyways, it's snowing! Anyways, I mean, I am tired. I've got to get to bed. Basically got to go to work tomorrow and, well, friggin' work throughout the rest of the weekend, and then friggin' school again on Monday. That's always the worst part about it. You knowing that despite the week comes to an end and you get some time off, it always comes back the next week. And I'm just really in a lot of pain right now. Anyway, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to move Rexy and the usurper into the various pens because I still haven't decided what it is I'm going to do with them. And plus, I can't exactly tame Rexy until I finish her paddock in Jurassic Park so that I can move the untamed version of her over there. But like I said, I do like the fact that I got the natural curves of the river there, because now basically it'll kind of try and make this whole area kind of seem a bit more natural and open, kind of like this area was over here, and it seems fitting that the park's natural boundary line be a river, so... Man, there are a lot of rivers around here. Anyways, I guess that's all the time that I have for this video. I've got to get to bed, I've got to go to sleep, so... Basically speaking, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment on the comment section below. Show like and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with more Minecraft Kaijerica coming your way in the future. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later!